Welcome back. It's Sunday afternoon. I've been listing a lot of this stuff from this estate sale over the last couple of days where I spent $75 for everything in 5 trips total, $75. And there is so much money here. It's crazy. They wanted it gone. I was glad to be one of the people, one of the many people that went back several times to make sure that it was totally gone. I'm going to get into my sales from Friday through now. I've got a couple of sales today. I've had several yesterday, and I had about 4 or 5 on Friday. So we'll get into those. Let's go. I sold this. I picked this up in Oklahoma City a few months ago. Paid $20 for it. It is a memory manufacturing company, Oklahoma Sooner, Boiling, and Oklahoma State Cowboy figure. I paid $20 for it, and I sold it for $74.99 with flat rate shipping. I'll probably lose a little bit on shipping because we negotiated, and I just went ahead and did it because I'm still going to make a pretty decent profit off of it. That guy collects SEC stuff. I got this in Perry, Oklahoma recently when I was up there, I think in April. It is a 1984 super Batman type thing. And yeah, Anyway, I paid $8 for that, and I sold that for $35. I sold this penknife. It's a little penknife keychain. It's got hummingbirds on it. And I got this at an estate sale last summer in July where I went and bought a bunch of jewelry for $45 that I've made probably close to $2,000 or more off of. And I still have a bunch of it, including stuff like this, which isn't really jewelry, I guess. And a bunch of salt and pepper shakers I've made a bunch of money off of. All USA, or all vintage, mostly made in Japan type stuff. And I sold one of those as well today. It is a salt and pepper shaker, sugar pot, I think is what it calls. Yeah, that's what it's called. And there's the salt and pepper. I don't know if the yellow, I'm assuming yellow is salt and red is pepper. I don't know. But zero into $15 for that, and I zero into $13 for that. I'm at my cost of goods a long time ago. I sold this Henry Bendel, which is now stuck to a magnet I'm trying to get off. Little, I think it's a keychain or attaches to something, but Henry Bendel, it's a compact mirror. Yep, and that's what that is. I paid $0.25 for this, and I sold this for $20.50. So when you ladies or whoever they bought it, driving down the road, putting on their makeup, you're not supposed to be driving down the road putting on your makeup. Yeah, pay attention. Distracted driving. Anyway, $20.50, I'll take it. I got this at Mustang on my birthday, actually. I was yard selling on my birthday. Of course I was. Marilyn Monroe Raiders t-shirt by Pro Club. It is an XL. And I paid $1 for this, and I sold it for $20. I'll take it. I'll take it. I sold these today. I listed them today, and I sold them today. They are San Juan Island, Washington, vintage black and white photographs. There you go. There's 10 in here. And, yep, I listed them. Zero into $16 because something I sold over the last couple of days, the first day, second trip, I bought some stuff. And when I saw it, I started looking at it. I'm not an expert at Native American stuff, even though I do live in Oklahoma. And we are the second most populous state of Native Americans behind Arizona in the country. But I knew, just based on what I do know, hand-stitched, I mean, this thing is authentic. It is real. I listed this for, I think, $150 starting bid. Buy it now, $600. Late, right before I went to bed, I woke up about 4 in the morning to go, do what you do at 4 in the morning. And I woke up to this sale, or at 4 in the morning. Almost couldn't go back to sleep because I sold this baby for $600. That's right, $600. So there you go. Then I got a message the next morning from a lady in Washington State who we got to conversing, and she was wanting a couple of the other bags that I have, and I thought maybe these were from Arizona because the guy that bought this lives in Arizona. She said, no, they're likely from the Yakima tribe. I've been collecting these since I was 16 years old, and I live in Washington, and I'm almost positive these are Yakima tribe. She actually said that this one would have normally went $300 to $400 just with the elk, but with the arrow on there as well. She said that's why it sold for $600. But she was interested in this one. And I had seen one similar to this with an eagle. This is not an eagle, but with an eagle. At least I don't think that's an eagle. Maybe it is an eagle. Yeah, it looks like an eagle. I mean, not really, not a bald eagle, but yeah. Anyway, I saw one similar to this that had sold for. They took a best offer off $2,000. So I kind of briefly popped that up in my video that it could sell for that, and I had it starting bid at $725, and I had a buy it now for $1,800. She wanted it, but she wanted it for like $750, and I said, no, I'm not going to do that. But I thought about it for a few minutes, and I thought, I'll sell it to you for $1,000 right now if you want it. And she said, let me talk to my sister. We both collect these things. Like I said, I've been collecting since I was 16. And then she came back a few minutes later and she bought it for $1,000. So all my cost of goods for that $75 over everything I bought in 5 trips is going on that bag. So I'll still clear over $800 off that bag, and I'll clear over $500 off that bag. Everything else is pure profit, including the photographs, which I sold for $16. So I'll be back when I have more. It's been a very good weekend in sales. Some of the best I've had because of one lucky find. I do have auction. She is also bidding on the woven bag that I mentioned in my video that I started at $150, and it's got a bid with 16 watchers. There was another beaded piece of a belt that's got a $40 bid on it, and I'm not sure who's bid on that yet. But anyway, I got more to do. I got lots of lists and lots to find, including a tooth I found that's got gold in it. So I'm taking that to the jewelry thing that I go to. And see, it ain't jewelry though, is it? A tooth with gold in it? Anyway, I'm selling it. That's right. I'll be back if I have more. When I have more.